Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we are. It is the big one. It is that guy. He's back on our screens one more time. Roger Federer is back. And he's back on the clay court since the first time since 2019. We haven't seen him since the French Open back in June of 2019, where he lost to Rafael Nadal in straight sets. His opponent today is Pablo ANDUJAR, and he has been playing, he's been playing clay court tennis this season already, and he's had a sort of mixed bag, I would say. It's been better in the recent week or so, but he started the season pretty badly. He's lost to Francisco Cerundolo, Galan Riveros, not Gilles Simon. He built Gilles Simon. He lost to Batista Agut, Davidovich Fokina, and most recently, Marcos Giron. So, not you'd hope Federer, even if he's not back at his full best, you're hoping that he can get this one done today, and we can have a very, very exciting, start to his comeback. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. They're just out on court at the moment, and they are just practicing their serves at the minute. So, it's going to be exciting to see which Roger Federer turns up. Hopefully, we get to see a new and improved one. He looks good out there, I have to say. I saw a few of his practice sessions. He's not looking bad at all. So this could be a good omen. Fingers crossed. So we've got a few people in the chat already. We've got Silval saying Gotera, Goat Dow, and Bagelvich. And Lord saying Roger is ready to destroy. Wow. Let's wait and see. ANDUJAR is a very tricky clay court player. He could cause some upsets. We could potentially cause an upset here today. It is not outside the realm of possibility. It is Pablo ANDUJAR who is going to be serving first. I'll get up the scoreboard for you guys. Just bear with me 1 second. This is Roger Federer's debut at this event as well. I don't know if anybody was aware of that or not. Yeah, his debut at this event in Geneva, obviously in his home country in Switzerland. So ANDUJAR starting us off with the serve in first from the top of the court, as you'd see it. Good return from Federer. Good slice cross court. ANDUJAR plays it into Federer's backhand. Good clean hitting here from Federer so far. Going back cross court. Forehand into Federer's forehand. Federer forces the issue a little bit. Steps in. Ooh, just wide down the line there. Well, it's just one of those things, isn't it? It's just first point of the match. Not going to get on his back already. He's going to take a little bit of time to readjust. Obviously, the last time we saw Roger Federer, as we all know, was in Doha when he lost to Nicolas Basilashvili. The eventual winner of the event, though, we may say. He beat Dan Evans in a real tough matchup, but the eventual winner, Basilashvili, did manage to beat Federer in convincing fashion as well. He looked really good, Basilashvili, though. So, and hopefully his form will continue. Obviously, he had about a 12-match losing streak, Basilashvili, and it came to an end this year. Did very well to come back to form. ANDUJAR serving 30 love. Can Roger Federer get his first point on the board? Obviously, he is number one seed for this tournament. Playing out into Federer's backhand, slices it back into the court, going cross court, down the line, winner from ANDUJAR. Very, very good shot there down the line, and it's 40 love. Not the start Federer was hoping for. We've not got to see him really open up yet. He's gone for one winner so far and missed it down the line. Will we get to see any of the Roger Federer of old coming? Yeah, Ethan's saying, what are you watching this on? I don't see it on Prime. Well, if you've got a tennis TV, I believe they're showing on there, or if you've got a gambling account, you could watch it on there. But if you haven't, then just stay with us and I'll keep you up to date. Oh, the first point for Roger Federer. It flies long off the racket of Pablo Andujar, and we're at 40-15. Nice to get on the board at least with the points here for Roger Federer. Let's see what his return of serve's like. Plays it down the middle. Oh, it's just wide there from Federer, and it's a hold early on for Pablo Andujar. Interesting start. Can't really take too much from that first game, though, I would say. It's a real tough one. Tough one to really call. Andujar hit the best shots there in that first game. Federer still adjusting to life back on the courts again, it would seem. So it's going to be interesting. I just want to see some silky Federer shots today. Hopefully he can treat us. Let us know what your score predictions are in the live chat. We got Tushar coming in early with an Andujar in 3 prediction, but a sad face afterwards. Shivam going Fed in 3. I'm hoping for an impressive Federer performance. I know it's going to be tough on a return. Playing on your least favoured surface against a player on their most favoured surface, Andujar much prefers the clay courts to the hard. He did beat Jordan Thompson in the last round, Andujar, in pretty impressive fashion. 6-love, 6-4. So, but Jordan Thompson not really a clay court player, as we know. Federer serving, 15-love. Goes inside out forehand. Andujar gets it back into play. Federer goes for the attack, hits the net cord, and it bounces wide. Not really found his range or net clearance yet. Top tippers, JG saying. Yeah, well spotted, mate. We got 2 lots of top tippers. We got JG in the chat. He will be joining us soon, hopefully. He's just on his way home at the moment. So wait and see when he arrives. Oh, Cans Tront, 15-30. It's long from Federer. Yeah, unfortunately, Pam, we can't show the match because if we do show it, we will get taken off YouTube. But we will keep you up to date with what's going on. It's 15-30 now. Big serve down the tee from Federer. Goes cross-court winner there and levels it up at 30. Oh, it's going to be interesting, this. It's going to be very interesting. We've got Talansky saying, I bet Andujar at plus 250. I can't pass this up. Well, you're hoping, you're really hoping for Federer to fail on his return. I don't like that, but I can understand why you've done it. There's no better time to bet against him. He hasn't played on clay for 2 years. So, and RS saying, I see your shirt already prepared for the next stream, Ben. Yes, you can see the Aslan is on today. Obviously, Karatsev has a big match against Yannick Sinner coming up today. Winner from Andujar there. Poor drop shot from Roger Federer. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see. Well, if Roger can go far in this tournament, I hope he can. I hope that he can. It's going to be tough to get through this first match. I think the first match, you can't read too much into it. I think it's going to be a struggle. Like some people have said, they're hoping for him to get through it in 3, potentially. Have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. We have to hope he holds his serve first. He's got advantage here. Good serve from Roger Federer, and it flew long. Another good serve there. It goes wide, and Roger Federer does hold his serve. The scoreboard is just updating. He has held his serve. It is 1 game all. Indeed. Yeah, let us know what you think the first set score is going to be. I think it's going to be a tight one. I think we could go to a tie break in this first set. Let us know what you think in the live chat, though. Do you think this is going to be going to tie break? Do you think we're going to be going to 3 set? Yeah, Austin, I agree with you here, saying it's a shame that Sinner and Karatsev are the first round. I totally agree with you. two of our favorite players on Game to Love meeting in the first round. Sinner getting no favors again, and Karatsev could have potentially done well in that tournament. I think we still could. It's just out of those two players, it'll warm them up, especially for the next round. Shavum going, I think Karatsev will win his match in 3. It's definitely possible. I know that they played each other, I believe, very recently in where was the tournament? I can't think off the top of my head. It was on hardcourt, Dubai. Yeah, that was when he won Dubai. He came back from a set down, I believe, against Yannick Sinner to beat him. Into the net from Roger Federer from the serve. It is 30-love now for Pablo Andujar. He's not really been tested on his serve yet. As you can see, the second serve points won for Andujar, 100% at the moment. Andujar steps in, big forehand. Federer not even attempting to run for that one. 40-love. And there's no one there really to cheer him on. There's a few people in the stands, but no, there's no one really major in there. We've got a Sake saying, or a Sake saying, Federer 7-6 first set. Ex-Hypno going with 6-4 Fed. Austin with a 7-5 for Roger. Coyote going 6-4. I want to say thanks everybody who has joined us. On me on my lunch break for this Roger Federer, or the return of Roger. If you haven't hit the like button yet, guys, please help out the channel. Hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. It's a hold there from Pablo Andujar, and it is a hold to love. Game to love, our first one of the day. Oh, just went to open my drink. Didn't realize it would just spill all over my leg. That's really good. So, a wet leg for me for the for the foreseeable, for the rest of this match. Well, Shirak saying if Lopez can win, Federer can too. Well, I don't think Lopez is coming off a bad injury, but we'll have to wait and see. We got Talansky going with a 6-3 Andujar first set. I have to say, Andujar has started the brighter of the two players. I don't think that's much of a surprise. Oh, we've got a bit of a celeb, I believe, in the crowd. You can't see through the mask, but it looks like a Mancini. I think that's Mancini anyway, the football manager in the crowd. Roberto Mancini, is it? Well, that'd be very, very interesting if it is him. We've got Jared saying, I think Sinner and Karatsev are the biggest hitters on both wings. Anyone better that you can think of? Well, it's really tough. They're very, very good off both sides. Very hard-hitting players. Two of my favorite players on the tour, I'd say. I think you've got to put some of those other players up there, though. I think someone like a Fognini, he has a similar sort of wrist action to a Karatsev when he is able to hit the ball as well as he can. It sometimes flies off the racket, and you can see some incredible winners from him. But you don't get many people with this. I wouldn't say it's a God-given ability, but it's more of just a really great wrist action. Or into the net here from Andujar. Henry saying Shapovalov, the hard hitter too. Yeah, he is a very hard hitter, especially on that backhand side. Very, very powerful serve as well. John Silk saying Roberto Mancini, Italian national coach, ex-Manchester City and Inter coach. Yes, so it was him. So I was right. He had half of his face covered up. So, it's into the net from Federer there. 15-all. Not really had much to cheer about so far from Roger Federer. I think Austin's pulled up a good one there. Rublev, yeah, when he turns onto that forehand side, definitely a really, really powerful forehand. And Del Potro, yeah, you can't forget Delpo. It's used to be, though. Used to be. Federer, big forehand winner. That's better. Plays it into the forehand side of Andujar, but Andujar was rooted to the spot right there. 30-15. Yeah, Shavam saying Musetti Oja Aliassime was a very good match. I couldn't watch it though, and my boy lost. Yeah, I actually had Felix to win that one. He came back as well in that matchup. He came back from 5-2 down in that final set and lost. He got it all the way to a tiebreak and then lost the tiebreak. So a bit of a senseless comeback, really, in the end from him. Come all the way back from 5-2 down. No, sorry, it wasn't a tiebreak. It was just 7-5. He came all the way back and he double faulted on match point as well. Terrible. Federer got him running around the baseline right now. Smashes it. Andujar's there. Federer, bad smash. Andujar returns it. And it's at the feet of Roger Federer. His half volley flew into the net there. Yeah, team's backhand is great. Saying Terlansky definitely is. A very, very powerful shot when it's firing, though. Ethan saying, come on, Uncle Tony, work your magic with Felix, mate. Yeah, he's been looking better. I don't think it's going to be an overnight job, though, the Felix one. I think it's going to take some time. Big serve from Federer, and he holds. Andujar could only just get a racket on it, but it wasn't good enough. 2 games all. Federer still, I'd say, second best in this contest so far. Andujar has held his serve more convincingly on both occasions. Got Andujar serving again. Are we going to see the level drop a little bit? We'll have to wait and see. Serving from the top. Federer, good return. Andujar steps in. Federer gets wrong-footed, gets a backhand slice back in play. Federer backhand into Andujar's forehand. Big forehand. Federer digs it out. It bounces back in play. Federer into this rally now. Somehow, good recovery. Goes into Andujar's backhand. Backhand for backhand now. That lovely single-hander from Roger goes down the line. Forehand winner. That's what we're talking about. Roger Federer. I think that rally was his arrival back onto the court. He hung in there and showed good recoverability in that rally. Very nice to see from Roger. He wasn't just allowing Andujar to just hit it past him there. Yeah, let's not forget about Stanimal as well, saying he can rip everything from anywhere on his day. He definitely can, especially with that backhand. Quite like the Gasquet backhand as well, if I'm honest, when it's firing. Another good backhand. Drop shot here from Roger. Andujar in. He goes with the backhand. It lands out, though. Couldn't control the Andujar power there. 15-all. Federer pegged back by Pablo Andujar here. Very quiet, unusual state of affairs for a Roger Federer match on court, considering it's obviously his first match in the Geneva Open there, at 39 years old. Only as many people as can get in, I think, can watch it. Yeah, another one, RS, somebody I was going to bring up. Yeah, let's talk about Dominic Stricker, who beat Cilic. The 18-year-old is the next big thing from Switzerland after Federer and Stan. What is he, are you saying? I think that he could be. He's 18 years old. He's been looking very good on the Challenger Tour. He's been having some good results. I've been following him for the last 6 months, I'd say. And I thought that there was an upset on the cards here today. I said it to a couple of my friends. I said it to JG. I think that he'll come to play. He's in Switzerland. Federer was there. He was watching him. Very, very promising young player. And I'm sure if you're under Roger Federer's tutelage, you're going to end up being one of the greats yourself. So you've just got to take all the advice that man gives you. Got Shavam saying, also Rome semi-finalist Opelka lost today in this tournament. Yeah, I wasn't too sure how he would get on today. He was playing somebody who was a little bit tricky, Pablo Cuevas, clay court specialist. And I think if Opelka plays in the way that he did against Nadal, I think there's a lot of clay courters that are going to beat him. If he doesn't get that serve in, it's just possible every time. And you saw against Nadal, he couldn't really find a first serve. The nerves got to him, and maybe a bit of tiredness. Good serve from Andujar, and it's too good. Federer hits it wide, and it's game Andujar. We are at 3-2 in the first set. I want to know some score predictions, though. Give me some more. We got 248 people in. Let's see some more score predictions coming in. I want to see ya. Let's go. If you haven't liked the video yet as well, please, guys, help out the channel. Hit that like button. We really do appreciate it. Everybody who does like every single video, it really means a lot to the channel, and it helps us rise through those YouTube rankings. So thanks everybody who has liked it already. Let's see if we can get it up to a nice number today. We've got Ethan saying 7-5 Fed. Rishi 7-5 Fed. Seems to be a popular number. Abasa going with 6-7, 6-4, 6-3 for Federer. I can see that happening. I can see this first set. Andujar looks like the better player in this first set so far. Maybe Federer can get into it, warm up a bit, maybe wear him down. Excuse me. Federer sitting there. I think he just needs a little. I think there needs to be a little bit more atmosphere in this stand just to get him up for this match. Because at the moment, it must be tough for him to get up for this matchup. Just where there's no one really cheering. There's no one in between. Yeah, in between these in between the games when they do the changeover. This doesn't seem there's much atmosphere. There's just silence, really. Just left with their own thoughts. Jara going 7-6 Fed. And then we've got Henry saying 6-4, 6-4 Federer. A wish more than a prediction. Hard to guess without a visual. A big forehand winner there from Federer. The return was looped up into the court and Federer put it away. Well, I think he's getting there. It's a good smash from Federer. First serve into the net at 15-love. Be nice to see Federer hold a service game comfortably into the net there from Andujar. 30-love. But well, I'm trying to get my word out. I was going to say, is anybody really worried in the live chat for Roger Federer today? We got Gary Merritt saying Andujar 6-4, Abraham 7-6 Federer, and Mr. Politano going with 7-5. I have to admit, coming into this match, I was a bit worried for him. 12 travel 21 going 7-6, 4-6, 7-5. Rishi asking, can you pinpoint what's worse in Fed's game before lockdown? Guess aggressiveness and fitness. Yeah, I would say so. He needs the killer instinct. I think he's just getting it back into play. Good slice down the line there. Andujar forces Federer into a shank. Oh, dear. At 12, Travis saying, where is JG? Still celebrating his birthday. He is on the way back home right this second, so he will join us most probably for the end of this set or the beginning of the second set. So do not worry. He will be here soon, and he can share his views on the return of Roger. Roger going forehand. Andujar's forehand is good. Roger brings him into the net. He runs around his backhand, goes forehand inside out. Long from Federer there. Just long on the baseline. And it's 40-30. And we've got Ibrahim saying, Federer should be able to win this. There are no top players. Well, we got Shapovalov, who is the number 2 seed down the bottom of the draw. I think he could be, if he plays the same way he did against Rafa in the last tournament in Rome, I think he could be a worry for a lot of people. Good serve there from Federer. Poor return. Goes wide. We're at 3-all. I wouldn't say this is at the top standard that we're used to seeing from Federer, but I think just get this one over the line. And 12 Travel saying, wow, JG wasn't joking when he said that restaurant on Sunday was miles away. It's taken him 2 days to get home. Yeah, I think they made him walk home. Yeah, Sasake saying, worrying about re-injuring yourself messes with your game. Yeah, no one knows that better than Andy Murray. Andy Murray, obviously, he's been having such problems with his movement around the court. It's a little bit sad. I'm hoping we don't see the same from Federer. Will we ever get to see Murray again at his best? That's always the worry, isn't it? I'm not sure. I don't know. There's part of me that thinks we won't, but I would love it if we get to see Andy Murray on the courts again playing his top tennis, but it's not that likely, is it? 15 love Andujar, and Federer smacks one down the other end of the court in a bit of frustration, I'd say. I don't think he's that happy with his performance so far. I think Austin's raised a good point here. Rude and well, he will take it all. Rude and Shapo are the favourites, saying Shavum. Quite possible. Yeah, I think that they could be the favourite. Rude played really well recently. Looked really, really good in his last tournament, I believe. If not the one before. Wasn't it the Madrid one? I can't think off the top of my head. Anyway, James saying, I was close with my prediction on Nadal versus Novak. 94,000 so far. Yes, nearly hit the 100K, mate. Nearly. We nearly got there. Don't worry, we'll get them. We'll get them, mate. Unless you know 6,000 people who want to go and watch it, then I don't think they're going to be flicking back when we've got all of this new action on court this week. We've got some top players coming up. Obviously, in Lyon, we've got Dominic Thiem, Stefanos Tsitsipas. We've got Andujar serving right now. Big serve down the tee. Good chop back into play. Andujar goes into the Federer forehand. Good forehand. Well, backhand cross court. Federer tries to slice down the line and it goes wide. 40-15. Yeah, still the rallies are a little bit disjointed. There's not high quality shots coming from either player still. Both players, I'd say both players trying to find their feet, but Andujar should have found his feet already. Maybe he's just a little bit in awe of playing Roger Federer. And there you go. There's an ace. Maybe he's not in awe. So he holds serve 4-3.
Hello, how we doing, mate?
Right, mate, you're all right. Long time no.
Fancy dropping in. I couldn't miss this one. Obviously, the return of Roger. He's back on court in Geneva. The last time I really spoke to you, people probably think, oh, we've been in discourse the whole week. I've hardly spoke to you, haven't I, really, since Nadal Djokovic?
Mate, yeah, I know. Worried about you. I thought like 12 Travel was saying, taking you a long time to walk home from that restaurant.
How have you been, though? You okay?
Yeah, mate, good. Just looking forward to this one. Was hoping that we'd see Roger Federer. Obviously, it's going to take him a while to get back in the swing of things. It looks a bit rusty at the moment. There's been some good shots, but there's been a lot of subpar average shots. So,
well, I think it's hard for us because we've just seen from Rome some of the best tennis we've ever watched. So it's obviously going to be a bit of a lull from that. It's going to take some time to build this one up. But I'm just seeing now some first images of Federer back on the court. I can see him there wiping his brow with the towel, and it's just amazing. It's so exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Are you amazed that this is the first time we've seen him on clay since June 2019 when Rafa beat him?
Mate, I've been listening to the stream. I've been listening from the minute one. So I've been following up to all your stats and everything you've provided.
Cool.
Really enjoying it. And I think here today, the biggest shock is the fact that Andujar isn't more of a favourite. I know Federer is a massive favourite, but the odds on Andujar here today, is kind of I don't know what to. It's like it's a bit of a disgrace to Andujar. It's like disrespectful. That's the word I'm looking for because he's not a bad player. He's a clay court player against Federer, who's not played on clay. He's come back from so many injuries to be here. Exactly. But because it's Roger Federer, he's always going to just be the favourite against these sort of 80, 90th in the world players.
Yeah, run of the mill.
Look at that drop shot. What a time to come in. First point of the match for me. And Federer, brilliant drop shot. It clips the top of the net and just falls the right way. You can't hit a drop shot better than that.
I was going to say the perfect shot, I would say, that one. Oh, just misses on the first serve down the tee there. 15 love.
We've got 12 Travel 21 saying some things don't change. The Spanish flag's behind him. I come straight into the stream. The Spanish flag was already there. I was already set. We've got X Hype now saying, how was my birthday? It was great. I had a lovely time. The only problem was the weather. In May, it should be sunny. Like usually, I'm sunning myself in the sun, a few beers, but it was just freezing. I have to stay indoors.
It rained all day, didn't it?
It's cold, it's rainy, it's horrible here in the UK. I think it is all over, though, based off the weather forecast for the week here in Geneva and even in the other tournament.
Got lucky today here in Geneva because it was actually forecast yesterday, 90% chance of rain. So they've got very lucky that the weather's changed dramatically in the past. Well, the weather report changed within, I think that was last night I was sending that to you.
Yeah.
Oh, good shot here, cross court. Federer goes with a big backhand, injects a bit of pace. Now inside out forehand.
He still looks good. He still looks good. It's a game to love, and we're at the business end as well.
Yes, mate. I'll get that. You can do the other if you want. No, you like it. Jared wants to know, are you secretly a die-hard Pablo ANDUJAR fan?
Not really, but he's a player I've watched a lot. I've watched him a lot.
He's a very good player.
Yeah, he's just not really been great. Last 2 years, 3 years, I can't think of a match I've watched him where I've been blown away. I know he's got some good performances in there, but here today, saying everything, I feel like it's a bit unfair, the odds, but I still favour Federer because it is Roger Federer. I think in his hometown as well, in Switzerland, there's a lot of things in his favour. And look at that for a smash. What a smash. Only Roger Federer can do them ones.
Wow.
15. Is this the moment he breaks? You can see someone hiding in the trees there.
Who's that?
Is he on a tree?
There's some guy he's hiding in the forest behind the stand and trying to take a picture of what's going on. And then the cameraman caught him. Great camera work there from that cameraman.
He's standing on a tree just trying to get a snap of Federer.
Why not, mate?
Anyway, this is a good opportunity here. Business end, love 15. Oh, unlucky there. Federer, big return, fractionally wide.
We got Roberto Mancini there in the stands as well. That's a bit random. Not wearing a mankini, thankfully.
It's a shame there's not more people. I saw someone saying they're going to let 100 people in for this one on centre court for Federer, but I don't think it's really that much of a big stadium, is it? No,
I mean, where they're playing, this is over 250. We got to remember that.
Yeah.
And Federer, this is his first time he's ever played the tournament, and it's in Switzerland, which is a bit of a crazy thing. Not normally on the 250 tour, Roger Federer, but he's on the comeback, so he's forced it wide there.
Well, on clay as well, it's not really Federer, is it? Let's be honest. I don't think we're going to see him really win anything major on the clay. We've always spoke about maybe Wimbledon. Can he do something special? Probably his best chance, to be fair. We know how good he is there.
Yeah,
maybe a hard court Masters event or something like that. That's well possible. But here, a 250, why not? But anything more than that on clay, I don't see Federer winning in his career again. But I'm first for it, mate. If it happens, I'll be gassed. I'll love it. I'll be really excited and ecstatic for Federer.
Mate, if he could win this tournament, I think it'd give him a lot of confidence. Oh, he's missing that inside-out forehand a lot this first set.
It's close. That's the closest one he's made. Probably only a little bit wide. You've got Martin Fucsovic there in the crowd trying to take a picture of Federer.
Who's he with?
Is that Casper Ruud as well?
Yeah, I was going to say. It looks like him, yeah.
So we've got Casper Ruud and Fucsovic there, just both trying to take a picture of Federer on court. How amazing is that?
It's funny. Obviously, Fucsovic went through earlier against guy from the podcast, Henry Laxonen. We've had him on a couple of times, Swiss player.
Yeah. And two funny things with that, though, mate, is with Martin Fucsovic and Casper Ruud, you could probably argue they're better favourites than Federer this tournament. Yeah. They're taking a picture of Federer, but I fancy, say, a Casper Ruud going all the way and winning it, or even Martin Fucsovic. Like, he's more than capable, especially after he got through a tricky test in Laxonen today.
He did. It was a tricky test. I think Ruud would be okay in his first match. Tennis Sangren. Don't think he's much of a clay courter. I proved me wrong. I tend to make these strange, bold statements that don't come to fruition a lot. So,
mate, I've not even had a chance to watch some of your draw previews, but I've got it booked in for either tonight. I might put it on just before I go to sleep. hoping it sends me off to sleep.
Yeah, will do. Especially the first one, mate. I think I nearly fell
I was
asleep.
going to ask you,
doing
which
it.
one should I watch first to help me get to sleep tonight?
I'll definitely lead the Geneva one. I think I was on my last legs that day because I'd done 3 matches and that was just at midnight. I think I did it at midnight or something ridiculous like that. It was.
No, mate, fair play for your work ethic. You've really held the fort at GTL. Well, I've had my birthday, but I'm back now for good. I'll be doing all the coverage I can. Unfortunately, we've just got work now in the way of things, but we're going to do our best to cover as much as possible. I know we've got Karatsev Sinner later on. We will be covering that one on the podcast, so stay tuned for it. Best place to find us is hit the subscribe button. Then you won't miss any of the action because me and Ben, I must admit, we're a bit spontaneous in terms of we can decide 20 minutes before the match starts. We're going to do it. So the best way to find out, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell as well, and you'll be updated exactly when we go live. We got the cool one saying, JG still happy, Rafa won. I've not stopped smiling ever since. I went into my birthday weekend ecstatic, over the moon. Rafa managed to beat Djokovic in that final. And what an epic battle it was. But we'll be doing a podcast about that later on. So let's focus on this match here because Federer is in a spot of bother, you could say. It's 4-5. If Andujar breaks here, the first set's gone.
So big serve there. Good return. Federer, half volley on the baseline, goes long. Good return from Andujar there.
Yeah, love 15.
Ooh. It's not a good start. Not the one we were hoping for there. Love 15. This scoreline is normally related to Dominic Thiem. Today it's Roger Federer.
Second serve for Federer coming up. He goes down the centre of the court and he fluffs it completely Andujar. Poor return, 15-all. I don't know how to describe it. It looked like it was okay and then it just fell away.
Yeah,
and he's moving. What's he doing? The ball went well in to the service box and he's what's the word? That clearing the clay, as if there's going to be any arguments for another point. It's in the middle of the box. If it hits there, then there's no chance of contesting it anyway.
I think he's just having a little
mind
bit
games.
Maybe mind games. Maybe he's just lost his mind.
Yeah, probably more so that. Big rally here. And Federer's missed another one on the forehand side. Since I've joined the stream, that's the third or fourth one I've seen. Now, 15-30. Andujar 2 points away from the first set.
Oh,
before we see any more, I want to see some predictions from people. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. We've got Ben saying, oh no, not Ben. We've got James saying, Ben, I make bold predictions. JG, a poker base sweated. What's your prediction for this one?
I said the first set was going to go to a tie break. I was going to go with a Federer tie break win, but there's no way of telling really who's going to win this first set. I think it's Federer subpar against Andujar, trying but still isn't great. Good serve, good return. Federer goes for the winner down the line. It's back into play. He goes forehand into Andujar's forehand. Now he's looped one, backhand cross court. Backhand for backhand they go. Federer into Andujar, runs round it, goes on his forehand. Now cross court forehand. Federer's backhand into the net. We got set point.
Yeah, just sort of, I don't know how to describe that. He outdid him in the rally. Usually Federer's so strong. The longer the rally goes on, you feel like he's going to find a way.
Not today.
Fatigue, maybe. I remember Federer talking about after Doha how tired he was physically. He was exhausted, he said, even after the first set against Evans. Let's see what happens here. It's set point, and it's a second serve here for Fed.
No. Come on, Fed. Don't do this. What are you doing? It's a good second serve. Oh, he's hooked it miles long, and it's the first set. Pablo Andujar.
Wow, disappointing. Really disappointing. I've got the Spanish flag, but I can't really cheer that too much because I don't think Pablo Andujar really did anything.
No.
He didn't do much at all. I think he did all right to stick in a few of the rallies, played some good deep shots. Ultimately, Federer on the forehand side made some terrible errors and he ended it with a poor backhand as well. Federer looking slightly out of sorts, I must admit.
Oh, definitely.
You've got 12 Travel 21 saying fatigue. Roger's only played 30 minutes in tennis in 2 months. Fatigue's probably the wrong word. I mean, a lack of match fitness. That's probably the best thing. He's not been on court. He's struggling for fitness. You can train and you can go to the gym as much as you want, but it's nothing's the same as the real occasion. You can't really prepare for that until you actually play matches, and you need some matches under your belt. He's having one here today, and it's not going his way.
John Silk saying, I'm not sure which is the biggest comeback today, Federer from injury or JG from his birthday.
Yeah, it felt like quite a long weekend.
I know, it was very long.
It's Tuesday. Mate. The weekend's not stopped for me. I've had too much alcohol. I'm on the water today, but I've had a great time. I must admit, it's been good. And for me, Rafael Nadal beating Federer, beating Djokovic was just like the tip of the iceberg. It was awesome.
I think Federer would have stood a chance playing like this. I think Rafa would have had 2 bagels on him.
Well, let's be realistic. We've got the French Open coming up. If Federer is to draw someone like a Tsitsipas or a Karatsev or a Berrettini or a Sinner, or the list goes on, any of these guys who are playing themselves into form right now, who look really dangerous, and the likes who can really contest Nadal and Djokovic, we've seen it recently, then he doesn't get far, does he?
No.
Let's be honest. If he draws, say, a Sinner first round, we know what Sinner's draws are like. Recently, yes. He gets drawn against the very best all the time. Wouldn't surprise me. First round, we have Yannick Sinner, Roger Federer. Remember me saying this. I can just feel it happening now. And if it happens, unfortunately, I see Sinner progressing.
Mate, I'm not going to spoil my draw preview for you. You can go and have a look at it later on. Don't want to have any spoilers.
Did you have a look at my one?
Mate, I haven't even had the time to look at anything. I barely had time to do the streams. Been running around like a headless chicken over the past few days.
It's all good.
Oh, I just missed the first serve. Federer going to need an early statement in this second set. Going to need to up the level. Goes big backhand, and there you go. Good return. You're going to need to be more offensive on the Andujar backhand.
Yeah, I want to see an early Fed break. That's going to make this match come into life, I think. If Fed breaks early, we're going to have a real match on our hands. I just want to say, guys, we've got 270 people. It's great to see so many new members to the GTL family. I saw the Discord chat the other night, and it's blowing up. There's so many people there. It's great. It's awesome.
Fed, what was that? He slices it into the floor next to him. It doesn't even go anywhere.
Yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord, please go check it out. I've pinned it in the live chat. It would be great for you to join us over there. And if you're new to the channel, hit the like button and the subscribe one.
Yeah, I think John Silk's right. I think I'm like Federer. I'm suffering from fatigue. Good slice return from Fed. Oh, good length on the shots at the moment from Andujar. Fed, he's not done one backhand down the line today. I think he's avoiding that shot, but his backhand cross court's not great. It's just gone long with another shot there.
How would you compare this performance from Federer so far?
To laugh now and shake his head. He can't believe how badly.
How would you compare this to, say, Federer in Doha?
Well, it's on hard court. It's different.
Would you say he's playing a lot worse?
Yeah, a lot worse. Definitely a lot worse than in Doha. Yeah, at least there his movement looked a bit better, and his ball hitting was a lot better. Here, his ball hitting's not looked good at all. He just looks a bit out of sorts. 40-15. He's going to need some cheap points.
Horrible to see, isn't it? I did not want to see Roger like this. I'm getting some Andy Murray vibes at the moment.
I know, that's why I said that earlier. I don't want to see another Andy Murray. Not at the latter end of his career.
Into the net.
From Federer.
Not a good return. And an easy hold in the end for Andujar. He's up a set. And he's not up a break. He's on serve in the second set.
Do you feel that Andujar can't really win here? There's no one's really going to cheer if he wins this match. Everyone's going to be super disappointed in that crowd. Do you hear? There was like a, when Federer hit it into the net there. Everyone's just deflated. It feels like this is like one of those balloons which has been at a birthday, but you're 2 or 3 days after the party finished, and that's one's just hovering just off the ground. That's how it feels, that type of feel.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It is sad. We've got Ethan saying, oh dear, he needs to win. Otherwise, where's his match fitness coming from? It's a good point. He's probably put this into his schedule thinking, I'll get a few matches under my belt here before Roland Garros. If he goes out first round, I don't know what kind of form he's going to be in for the next tournament. There we go. Big
Wow.
backhand down the line.
Lucky.
A lot better from Federer.
Got lucky there. That first
Don't be
backhand
harsh.
was
That wasn't lucky.
That first backhand was suspect. Mishit it, and it was like a drop shot. It only just went over.
He'll take him at the moment.
Nice first serve. He comes in for the serve volley. That's better. Go on, Raj. Can't believe we're cheering him winning a point. Which is
Mate, he's heard us now. He's heard us. He's upped his game a little bit now. The second.
I want to say, if he does manage to break serve here today, there might be a little special surprise in store for you guys.
Oh, we got a Roger Button, do we?
Well, mate, well, he didn't have. He's one of the only players without a button. How ridiculous that Roger. He hasn't played tennis in about 2 years, so it's been hard to warrant me spending time making one. But as he's playing today, tried my best. It might not be my best efforts. It might be my best efforts. I'll let you guys decide if he allows us to press it. Let's all will Roger Federer into getting a break of serve. And
surely he's going to, mate. He's going. It's the big return. It's the big Federer return. That's a good start for him, though.
It's Roger Federer. Let's go.
And as 12 Travel 21 says, I think should happen, personally. If he is to go out here in humiliating fashion, then why not? I think take a wild card into Belgrade. You need to get some kind of match fitness. You need to have some more rhythm going into it, into Roland Garros. So certainly do that, in my opinion. That's not the aim. That's probably not what his focus is on. Here he wants to try and get a few matches here in Geneva. The draw is not amazing, but there's still some really good players in there. So why not? He could potentially make a final. I think if he was to get to the final, he could face, I think, is Casper Ruud on the other side?
Yeah.
So you've got Casper Ruud on the other side. You've got, I think, Shapovalov as the second seed on the other side.
Indeed.
So, yeah, it would be great if he can go deep into, say, even the semi-final, to be fair. But final-wise, he's going to be put to his test. That'll be the most, the best indication of where Federer's game is right now on clay for me.
Yeah, I think right now we can't even look past this match, though. To look past this match into the next round would be very foolish because there's no guarantee he is winning here today. I think this is a good standard player warm-up match, though, to find out where you're at on the clay courts because he's not. If he had come up against somebody like a Casper Ruud straight away, I think Ruud wipes the court with him, if I'm honest. As much as I love.
Oh, yeah, I agree. This is good, Andujar. I think it's a nice starting block for him.
Yeah.
But saying that, probably not. He seems to not be able to deal with Andujar at the moment. I'd hate to see if he leaves this, gets a wild card into Belgrade and draws Djokovic first round. You've got Ethan there. It's a wild card. It could happen. Imagine watching Federer Djokovic first round. You've got Djokovic's dad in the crowd probably in Belgrade.
Oh, no.
And he would just he would want his son to actually humiliate Federer. And he probably would, to be fair. I reckon it could be like a 6-1, 6-1 or something, personally.
Probably more. Anyway, away he's playing today. If you remember how Djokovic was playing against Nadal and how he played against Tsitsipas and Sonego, this is leaps and bounds. It's almost like outside the top 100, some of these shots. But Federer hitting the ball a bit better at the moment. Here we go. 30-all. Getting into one of the Andujar service games. He's needed this. In that first set, he managed to get to juice. No, I didn't get to juice once, did he? I'm just going to have a look. He got to 30.
He's not had any break points since I've joined.
He got to 30 once on Andujar's serve. Not good enough. So it's the second time in the match he's been to 30.
Okay.
Whereas his own serve has been to juice 30-30 and been broken. So not good enough, really, on his own serve.
Big opportunity here, though.
Second serve ace. Really?
Gosh, I thought it was a double fault at first, but brilliant. Brilliant second serve.
Really good.
Credit to Andujar. Maybe we are underplaying him. Is he playing a part in this match to make us think that Federer's not playing well? Because that second serve ace was incredible. Really good shot. There's not been much quality in this match. I would say the Federer drop shot and probably that second serve ace are the ones that stand out to me.
I think he needs to just stay in these rallies. I think Andujar will make a mistake. There you go. Long. See? I think if he stays in the rallies, Roger tried to force it in the last set, thinking,
most of it, mate. Not even, though. Even when he's been standing in the rallies, he's been making mistakes, Federer.
I know, but I just get a feeling that because he tries to go for the topspin all the time, if he just incorporates a bit more slice, just tries to mix it up a bit, do a bit of variety, don't go for the difficult topspin all the time. Doesn't need it. He's starting to become a bit like Tsitsipas with the whole, I do topspin backhand on every single backhand I do. Don't have to do that.
But one thing I would say, which has been the most disappointing thing I've seen so far, is Federer's serving. He's not served well enough at all. I think the stats show it very, very well. 38% of first serves
Good
in.
He's had there. Goes big forehand. It's a winner. We've got a break point. Federer, come on!
And if he can improve his first serve win percentage, he's got a break point here. That was a huge forehand, clipping the line.
Great angle.
Prime Roger.
That was close. It was one of those ones where it was close to going out. If he'd have hooked it a bit more, it would have been very frustrating, but let's just give him credit where credit's due. Very, very good forehand. Break point. Okay, can he come back?
Hope so.
Oh, he's just clipped the net cord. It's into the net from Andujar and he breaks.
Come on, Roger!
Does he have to consolidate first before the button?
Yeah, definitely. No button yet. We're not jinxing it. And that first serve percentage is not good enough. I keep alluding to it, Ben. I don't see many players win matches with 30% in the 30% first serve percentage. When he's getting the first serves in, he's doing not too bad. What's it, 69%? But ultimately, the issue is get more first serves in.
It's a terrible stat, that. 38% for Federer. He's one of the most consistent on the tour on his day. It's interesting to see from the top of the draw as well. Obviously, the next Swiss talent, I was sort of saying to you, Stricker, watch out for him. Knocked out Cilic. He's now playing Martin Fucsovics. He wants to watch out as well. Stricker's no joke. He's playing in Switzerland, and Federer was on the sidelines today watching him, just giving him some encouragement.
I think Stricker is actually class. I loved everything about his game. Obviously, I didn't have the privilege of watching it, but the bits I saw from Twitter and stuff, and that was the forehand. I saw Morgado talking about his forehand, saying he's going to be a serious player to come for many years to come with a forehand like that, because players can't stop it. He had a very solid first serve as well. And Marin Cilic is no mug. He's a top player, and he kind of annihilated him, especially in the second set, 6-1. And I'm for one very impressed by that, because I had Cilic going quite far in my bracket. Yeah. So I didn't anticipate that to happen, but maybe it is the Swiss luck. Laxonen didn't get the Swiss luck.
No.
Will Federer here today? He breaks, and this second set now is in his hands. If he can hold his serve every time, we're going to 3.
Are you interested that obviously we've got this other youngster which is in there as well, which is Cazot, the guy who beat Sebastian Korda in the qualifying?
Yeah, from France, isn't it? He's 18 years old. It's his first main draw ATP event.
Is it weird that he's not a wild card into the Lyon one and he is into the Geneva one? He's obviously French.
Yeah, massively. But I feel like France and Switzerland.
Federer! Inside that forehand. Poo, 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 poo.
France and Switzerland, there's a lot of ties between the two. You never know. He might live in France. We don't know much about his actual life and what he does. I know his nationality is Swiss, but doesn't mean he lives there.
Maybe we'll have a Stricker versus Cazot final. Big smash there from Federer. 40 love. Starting to move a bit. He's starting to glide. The gliding is starting
He's finding his rhythm. He's finding his rhythm. We've played under an hour. And what's it, 48 minutes played now? And Federer, he's starting to get into the groove of things a little bit.
Oh, the moon ball return. Federer smashes from the baseline. Then big forehand winner. Look at that. Come on, Fed. That's what I'm talking about. So, mate, let's go.
The button has got to come out. Let's go for it.
How do you actually keep doing it year on year on? You make it look so easy.
Definitely very talented player. Very talented player.
Federer, 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 Roger Federer.
Mate, you had to be so confused when there was all just actual photos of him at the start.
I know.
I was thinking it's going to be like an intro or something, but there we go. He's into the net now. Brilliant lob from
Get-
Andujar. He gets it back in. What a point this is.
Oh,
Is he going to lob him?
No,
Oh, it's so close.
long, mate.
It misses by this much. That would have been one of the best points I've seen in a while.
Yeah, mate, that was just long. Unfortunate for Federer there.
He had no right to even be in that point. Andujar could have done a lot better with that approach shot. And
Yeah.
that, for me, is a big signal of intent. Andujar looks nervous. Very fortunate to win that point. Granted, he had a good lob. But really, that return when Federer was in no man's land, you've got to be going all or nothing. You've got to be going winner or miss. You can't afford just to allow him back into the rally from there. It shows a lot of weakness. Federer takes it on the volley and misses it.
Don't go back to those ones again.
30
We
love.
don't want them. Let's go those winners. He looked really confident in that last service game, stepping in, finishing the ball. It was good to see.
We've got Austin saying Fed's winning this one 6-1. Breadstick incoming. Steady on.
Wow.
It's 30 love here.
Well,
Good
we'll
forehand there from Andujar now. 40 love.
Wait and see, mate. Wait and see. I'm not going to get too overexcited again.
I think there's a lot of people struggling to watch this match.
Yeah,
probably your best. I think it's a tricky one to stream, but maybe if you check out our Discord, there'll be people who can help you find a link, or sometimes they're streaming it in there as well. So
yeah,
I don't know for sure, but I highly recommend joining the Discord if you haven't already to find out everything tennis. I'll put the link in the live chat. It's also pinned there. But with that, it's a game to love for Andujar.
Wow.
And he holds his serve.
It's right back at you.
I'm assuming there's no button for Andujar.
Mate, I didn't have time to do an Andujar button either. It was one of those things. It was a last-minute job again from me. I was trying my best whilst obviously I'm working as well today. So
how's it working with your work? You're going to have a lunch break and then head off? Or are you going to cover this match?
Mate, well, I've just been trying to... Stricker completely threw my whole day out the window because I was thinking, oh, he's just finished the first set. Next thing I look, it's 4-1 in the second set. I'm like, no, I haven't even made a sandwich. I tried to quickly stuff something in my mouth before we started this Fed match, but it was touch and go. Still on the side half of it here. So wait and see. I don't know how long has been gone in this match, but
we've had about 50 minutes or so.
It's not too bad. Not too bad, mate.
Yeah,
doing all right. Doing all right. Federer still up a break, but it's only one break. As we know, that's normally not enough in tennis matches, as Novak Djokovic proved very much the case in his match against Stefanos Tsitsipas. Even if you're up a break.
The only difference is Federer's playing Andujar, not Djokovic. That's quite a big difference there, Ben. And personally, from some of the lack of confidence in some of the shots I've seen from Andujar, granted he's played some great ones, he does look a bit in awe of the occasion, maybe of that it's Federer. I know he's up. You can't really say too much. He's up a set against him, but was that really much of his doing? I think Federer handed him the first set. To be fair,
it was Federer's comeback set. Here we go, forehand into Andujar. Andujar forehand cross court. Federer now starting to hit through the ball a bit more. He goes back and down the line.
A lot sweeter. A lot sweeter hitting from Federer, and he wins the point. 15 love. You can see a huge difference from the first set to the second set. Federer hitting the ball a lot cleaner. You can see the first serve percentage has been increased a little bit as well. Now at 45%. It's always going to be a bit skewed because of such a poor first set where it was in the 30s.
Indeed. Come on, guys. Show your love for Roger Federer. Hit a like button on this video. We really do appreciate everybody who likes it, and subscribe if you are new. Big forehand winner there from Andujar, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of people trying to watch the match. The best thing I recommend is go check out our Discord. It's pinned in the live chat, and you'll probably be able to find it around there. But right now, 15-all in the match. First serve, another one into the net. He needs to improve that right now.
Indeed. Oh, down the tee. It's just landed in. Federer goes inside out forehand. Winner.
Yeah, nice one. Nice little combination, that.
Yeah, I think that's worked for him a few times now. I think Andujar, I don't want to go to the well too many times. Andujar might start reading it, but you never know.
Trademark Rafa shot, that one.
Yeah, good for serve out wide. Federer plays it into Andujar's hitting zone again. What was that? Didn't he had the whole court to aim at?
I think he was going for the one where you hit it behind them. However, Andujar didn't move. He's not the most mobile player in the world. He will stand still a lot.
Indeed. 30 all and looking for a potential opportunity to break back. Goes cross court. Federer goes down the line. It's in on the baseline as well. Really good hit there from Federer. Didn't need to be that close to the baseline, though, for me.
Mate, he's a precise man, Federer. Don't tell him how to play tennis.
Definitely won't.
Well, you tried it.
I just think he goes great volley, serve volley. And
that's it. What a hold as well. 4-2 now. Brilliant serve volley. It's in his game, mate. He's got that. I want to see a few sabre attacks from him as well.
A few sabre attacks. Why not? And you see they've got the Estrella behind by his seat there. Typical. The one match I don't have my Estrella with me.
What are you drinking today? Anything? Just water?
Capri Sun.
Yeah.
Nothing too exciting. Not during work time.
When are we doing our roundup podcast for the Rome Masters?
Tonight, mate. We got a lot to get through tonight.
Yeah.
Lots of bits and pieces. Rome roundup, all the matches roundup of Lyon and Geneva. And we've got to get through Dosser of the Week, Game of Faces results, the winners of the brackets. There's a lot of stuff going on. Make sure you...
Are we going to do this all in one podcast?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. We can fly through it.
We'll do an hour one or something.
Yeah, it'll be about an hour. Yeah, mate. Don't forget, there's going to be...
We've got another stream later on today as well. Yannick Sinner is back in action. This time against the one and only Aslan Karatsev. And that's going to be a fascinating matchup. We'll be covering it on the channel.
Indeed. Oh, you might have to start that one off and I'll join in a bit. Oh, big winner cross court there from Andujar. He looks a bit annoyed at the moment. 40-love, and he's holding his serve. Ever since
it's a bit weird from Andujar, the fact that he's playing like this now that he's behind. Well, he could have done this earlier on in the second set. I feel he was playing so passive after that first set. He was just holding on to what he has.
Wow, 40-15. He's just holding. He seems to be holding his serve quite comfortably throughout this match, though. And at one time he messed it up. Hopefully, Federer doesn't need another one because he's back on, looking comfortable right this second. Andujar serving. Federer gets a backhand just inside the baseline. Now goes cross-court backhand. Good angle from Federer there.
Andujar he misses it. Net. Pulls him wide. He's not going to want to go to juice here. He's put some good work in.
Well,
we've got Gene in the chat. How we doing, Gene? Thanks for joining us. And he's saying, great to see Federer back. Yeah, it really is. It's not the Federer I don't know. Is this the Federer I was expecting? Probably is, to be fair. It's not the Federer I was hoping to see. But to be fair, this is to be what I was expecting, I guess. He's not played for such a long time. Not played on clay, certainly. So it's going to take some time.
Indeed. Got another young player out on court today, playing at the moment in France, which is Rinderneck. He's up a set against Mikhail Weimer.
Oh,
I know. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good performance. Which one is it? Which Weimer is it? Elias.
Mikhail, the good one.
Mikhail.
Yeah, the good one.
I like Elias.
They're both good, but
there's not much between them, to be fair.
Nah, there isn't.
And I feel like the one, if they was to play each other, the one who you're saying is the bad one probably will beat the good one.
Do you think?
It's always the way, mate. Kristina Pliskova beats Carolina all the time.
Mate, and I could beat Carolina.
Venus beats Serena sometimes as well.
I think Gail Falkenberg could have beaten Carolina Pliskova at the weekend. Some embarrassing performance. So 4-3, Roger Federer in this second set. He's a break up, but can he hold his serve, get himself onto the Magic 5, and get himself one game away from leveling up this match?
Yeah, we've got Rishi there saying the previous sabre led to that crazy lob by Andujar. Yeah, I remember seeing that, but I want to see more of it because I think it's more exciting tennis. Ultimately, Federer at the net will do a lot more damage than Andujar trying to pass him. I think he's so good at the net. He covers the court so well. And if he's not moving so well, stay at the net and just force the rallies to be a bit shorter. It might favour someone like Federer, especially right now. He's up a break in the second.
Yep.
They've just gone back to the tree again. I don't know if you saw that. The cameraman's gone back into the tree. I don't know if they're talking about it. I don't know if is it allowed to have someone just lurking in the trees taking photographs. I know to get media in an event like this, you've got to.
Do you reckon it's a journalist or just a fan?
Right, that's Conte, isn't it? It's
Mate,
not Conte.
Well, yeah, it probably is.
It's not Mancini though. That's not Mancini.
No, there's two there, mate.
There's not Conte and Mancini. There's the Italian football managers.
I think I can tell the difference between Mancini and Conte. They're very, very different looking. Mancini has very distinctive hair.
Yeah, true.
But when they're wearing the masks, hard to tell. Is it them or just somebody who looks a little bit like them? 15 love. Good serve from Federer. Opens the court out. Big forehand. Andujar can't control it.
Yeah, like John's saying, I reckon he's stealing ATP material. Obviously, he's probably joking, but it's not allowed, surely, if you've not got a license. We know what it's like on the podcast. Yeah. If we have any, like a few seconds of ATP stuff, it gets pulled instantly. So I wouldn't think if you've not got a license to be able to film at the event that you're allowed to lurk in the trees and take potentially video or.
I think it's outside the grounds, though. That's the thing. They're not even in the grounds. So
if it's but surely that's not allowed, right?
Well, yeah, it's not. I think when you're
there, they can't
police
police it if it's outside the ground.
No, well,
I'm interested to know what the law is with that.
Maybe he's found a loophole. Oh, drop shot here from Federer. Too good. Game to love for Roger Federer. Boom, boom. McCodger saying, give that man a break. He wasn't able to make it, but he wanted to see the goal.
No, I don't mind. I'm not against it at all.
Yeah,
I'm just fascinated to see what happens with him.
Indeed. You might see him getting carried away.
It wouldn't surprise me if in a minute we have some ATP officials dragging him out the tree. That's all I'm saying.
Pushes him down that little hill. Starts rolling down that little grass verge at the back.
It's like cheese rolling. I think they do that in Switzerland, don't they? Where they roll the cheese down the hill.
That's in the UK.
And everyone runs after it. Or is it in the UK?
Yeah, but they should do it there. They make enough cheese. Forehand. Yeah, that's for sure. It's a bit better chocolate as well.
Oh, big rally here. Fed's gone big with a backhand. He's pushed it onto the backhand of Andujar, and he misses it. Great shot, Federer. Best lot rally. Better from him. Yep.
Best rally of the match from both players there. Clean hitting. Like to see that. Both opening the bodies up a bit, moving it around, side to side, getting the creative juices flowing on the tennis court. It just seems that it's a bit stagnant, this match so far. There's not enough creativity.
Mate, we've just been treated to too good to tennis recently. That's all.
Yeah.
This is not a bad match, to be fair, from what I've seen of it. Not terrible. We've seen a lot worse.
Yeah. The first set had some garbage shots in it, but the second set's a lot better. Good slice return from Federer. Down the line, good shot there. Back in play. Andujar goes big into Federer's back and he's looped it up. Smash. Federer gets the smash back. Andujar backpedaling. Now big forehand from Federer into the net.
Oh, he's on the front foot. He did everything right until the forehand. I actually liked the lob up. I thought it was a tricky one to smash because he put him quite deep into the court. It wasn't just a give him to Andujar. Andujar couldn't deal with it. Allowed Federer back on the front foot. But missed the easy forehand. 15-all. You got Almino saying, seeing glimpses of the good Federer creeping in. Mate, I agree. I've seen a few glimpses.
Hate to say it as well, but Karatsev Sinner's going to be starting now. So,
is it?
Yeah. They the match before didn't go to 3 sets. Joe Wilfried Tsonga is out. Tommy Paul through. And Karatsev Sinner will be up in a minute.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's sad. Never mind. Not much we can do about that.
Is there any matches after that one?
No. That's the last one. Some women's ones. But yeah, just women's. No good ones either.
That's a shame.
Yeah, these are the last matches of the day.
Fed had one job. Just get it done in 2. Couldn't do it, could
he? Yeah.
Never know. A player might retire. Andujar could retire in a minute.
All right. Stop wishing bad.
No, I'm joking. I'd hate to see that.
Good serve from Andujar there. He's going to force Federer to serve it out. How clutch is Federer still?
Yeah. What about Tsonga, though? Obviously, Tsonga really disappointed in his return. He's been suffering so many injuries. We've got Carl saying he's really dropping off. and it certainly is
Yeah,
sad to see.
it's-
But can we expect him to really reach the top of the game?
Nah, I think it's done now.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately for Tsonga, I don't.
He could have a
think-
little late bloom though, mate, like a Karatsev.
I don't see it. He's a lot older than Karatsev. There you go. Game for Andujar. Yeah, I mean, Tommy Paul, I expected him to win that one. It was fairly comfortable. Jo-Wilfried Tsonga, now 36. I mean, you're going to have to go some. Even Federer struggling against some of these guys, and he's one of the best ever. Someone like Jo-Wilfried,
Yeah.
it pains me to say it, probably more challenger tennis is where he belongs at the moment.
Yeah.
Same as Murray.
We've got 12 Travel 21 saying, give Silky a bell and do two simultaneous streams. Well, if John's about, we could potentially do. I saw him in the
mate,
chat.
I'm gonna have to go back to work though, so I can't do 2 streams. I'm literally.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
but
do
you could just finish this one maybe, and I'll just go over and do the other one.
It's going to be a whole nother set, mate. So
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Because
Yeah.
if it's another full hour,
We're down on staff today
Yeah,
at
mate.
GTL.
I know. This one's even a bit not risque, but I've done we're already an hour into this one.
Yeah, just over an hour now. We've got
Yeah.
340 people here though, so big thank you to you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the match. It's not been stellar Federer, but we're seeing some glimpses now. Big thanks for everyone. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're struggling for a stream, I recommend the Discord. Go check it out. The link is in the live chat.
Indeed, mate. Definitely go check out the Discord. You might even catch the match in there if you're lucky. So, Roger Federer, he is serving for the second set now. Are we going to get to see that Federer button one more time? Go on. Come on, Rog. Do it for the old times. Do it for the good times. Good serve. Back in play. Federer plays it back behind him.
Come on. Clever
15
shot.
love. Yeah,
And
I
it's not
like it.
actually been a long match, really, in what we're used to, mate. We've usually some real epics. A set's
Yep.
usually about this time. Some of the ones we've recently covered.
Oh,
It's been
yeah.
an hour and 4 minutes on the clock, and we're coming to
Oh,
the end of this second set.
good backhand down the line from Federer. He's really opening it up. This is what we want to see. A confident end to the set. You don't want to see him whimpering over the line with juice. Oh,
Yeah.
break point. Back to juice. Oh, I can't get a first serve in.
Yeah, no,
No.
this is really good.
3 first serves in. Good return there, though, from Andujar. Really, see no one clapped. No one clapped.
It is sad. Oh, it is so sad.
It's
I
so
feel like
bad.
if I was there,
Yeah.
I would give a lot of sympathy claps to Andujar.
I might even cheer him on. Just for the bants.
We've got
Oh,
El
ace.
Wendingo there saying, not that bad from Roger. Yeah, looking a lot better there. And that is his first ace of his return. Ace number 1 for Roger Federer.
Wow.
We've got MC Quadrio saying Federer's moving much better on court and stepping it up into the court during Andujar's serve. Yeah, it's been quite effective.
It's long from Federer there. It can't just get it done first time. It's set point. It's number 2 now. Too simple to get it done on the first time, I'm asking, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Is he going to have another ace, do you think?
Do it for the fans.
Yeah.
I reckon a 1-2. This is going to be a
Oh.
1-2. Big serve. And then
There it
finishing off
is. JG predicts. Boom, boom.
the 1-2 and get that Roger Federer button out, Ben.
How do you actually keep doing it year after year after year? You make it look so easy.
Definitely very talented player. Very talented player.
Federer, 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 Roger Federer.
Yeah,
Roger
mate.
Federer.
I might have to work a bit more on this button, to be honest. Not one of my best ones, but
It'll
Still.
do though, mate. I like it.
it'll do for now. It'll do for now.
It's not got any catchy tune to it. Do you know what I mean? It's not
Nah.
something which is going to live on. And when you're sleeping at night, all you hear is the tune. With
Yeah,
this
I
one, it's
know.
not going to be that, but it's still good.
Nah, mate, I was trying to make something just in the half an hour before this, and I was flicking through whatever I had, and then I started to make that beat, and I was like, right, I've got to have something that kicks in. Once it kicks in, it just sounded too aggressive to have any actual singing, so I just had to shout it pretty much like a chant, like a Federer. I can imagine people going Federer, chanting in the crowd. But I don't know. It sounds like some. I don't know. I don't know what it sounds like, but it's
quite American, I feel.
I don't know what it is, mate. It's just something a little bit different.
I wanted to see some Swiss cheese in Federer's one.
Mate, I wanted.
There's got to be some goat somewhere. Even if people don't think he's the goat, there's got to just be a goat walking across the screen.
I wanted some yodeling in it, to be honest. That was some skiing, maybe. Skiing, yodeling goat, maybe, that comes down the slope and onto the court. And it is 1 set all.
Yeah,
Mate.
1 set apiece.
One set
Federer
apiece.
now, you'd probably say, is the favourite to take the match. He's definitely looking a lot better and brighter of the two. But Andujar showed some signs. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion Federer wins. He's not been in many 3-set matches. He'd have hoped to get it done in 2 today, but that's not going to be the case. But I still think he's going to win this one. I'm going to go for a 6-4. Why not? So we'll have a 4-6, 6-4, 6-4.
Go on, Raj. Come on. If he gets it done, so probably want it done quicker, mate. You might be able to nip over to Karatsev's match.
Well, we're getting some good news coming in. Apparently, Karatsev's has been delayed due to rain. You boys get lucky. We'll take that. So hopefully we will be covering that one. And because it's going to be one where you can't miss. It's going to be a great one.
Delayed by 10 minutes. Great. Hopefully they delayed it by a little bit longer.
We need a 30-minute delay, ideally.
We're up all night to get lucky.
But even this, guys, I think this is not a bad thing. Even if we set up the other stream and say if I'm going to be about 20 minutes late, I might miss a few of the games, probably worth still doing. Because them two, they could be on court for a few hours. It's got all the makings of an epic. Personally, I don't think there's much between the two players. I think Karatsev's got a bit more world beater about him, but Sinner can still get the job done. He's got raw ability and just natural quality. Yeah, we've got MC Quadra going 6-3 Roger in this one. What about you, mate? I've gone for the 6-4 Roger.
6-2 Roger.
Oh, we're going for Roger.
Yeah, mate.
It's a good start for him. Love 15, but that one into the net. So 15 all.
Boo. Right. Well, I'll try and make a little thumb for you then for the next one. Let's assume that this is going to get done. I need to still try and keep an eye on the match though at the same time.
That's all good, mate. I'll do some commentary. You can just be working on the button. I'm sure people understand. It's a big backhand there from Federer. They're going down the middle of the court here. Federer goes for the backhand. Looks maybe slightly long, but it's not. Long rally, one of the longest of the match. Slice there for Federer. Big topspin backhand now. Andujar doing very well to keep in the rally. Gone for a big looping one. Hits the baseline again. This is going to be a big one. Who's going to win it? He kicks it over the net. And what a shot that is, Federer. He just creeped one over the net. I don't know if it clipped the net or not, but 15-30. And he's not giving any easy points to Andujar. He's keeping him in the rally. That's a good camera angle of it because the ball was so flat. There was just nothing on it. Andujar, it was like a worst nightmare. Come to him. He was like, what am I going to do with that? I would have probably kicked it if I was playing. I wouldn't have even bothered.
Just boot it back over again. That'd be funny.
We've got Robert saying Sinner's got screwed so many times in recent draws. Yeah, certainly. We spoke about it on the podcast. It's something which been really winding me up, how Sinner keeps getting screwed. I hate to say it, probably is going to get Rafa or something in the French Open, but let's just fingers crossed. Let's not say anything like that. No. I don't want to see it happen.
Don't do that to the poor lad. This guy, all you can think, I was trying to think of a silver lining in it all. Maybe him playing such high-level players, all of a sudden, when he gets to 20 years old, he's suddenly become a world beater because he only plays the best all the time. No one else can beat him, probably.
Yeah, might help him out in the long run. Big forehand, though, from Andujar. A lot better from him. Super powerful. 40-30 now.
Indeed.
And he's turned this around from 15-30, where it looked like Federer had a chance of breaking. Now Andujar back in the driving seat. Can he find a big serve? He's a big serve, but it's long.
Oh.
Second serve. Oh, we're struggling here with a ball toss. Andujar.
What's going on? Turns into Sararani.
He finds it. It's very passive.
Yeah.
Oh, disappointing. Just long there from Federer. And it turns out to be a relatively easy hold for Andujar. Didn't do much there at all.
It's had a lot of them.
Yeah. How many times have we said easy hold for Andujar? Federer makes a silly mistake. I thought he could have attacked the second serve. That second serve was terrible. I didn't see the actual how hard he hit it, but it looked like one of my ones. You know, when you just throw it up and you just try and pop it over the net. You've given up with the service motion at that point. You're just trying to get the ball in.
Yeah.
It seemed like one of them from Andujar. Maybe I'm being a bit tough.
Should have underarmed it.
Yeah, we've got shout out to Soren here. How we doing, Soren? Long time no see.
Hey, wait.
Appreciate the super chat. You
Cheers,
don't
buddy.
make it onto the leaderboard, but we appreciate you nonetheless. And if anyone wants to get on the leaderboard, we've still got how many days left? I think I've still got quite a few days left in May. We've got another 12, 13 days of May. So if you want to get on there, you need to donate more than $10 and you will be on there in the GTL Hall of Fame for the top tippers of May. We keep a track of all the top tippers. We've got Thomas Rock won a few months. Jordan's come close. We've got Chris Smear, who's won one as well. Chris Smear's leading right now. Is anyone going to catch him?
Going to be interesting to see, mate. He's a tough one to catch. Thomas Rock will be hot on his tail very soon, I'm sure. We will soon see, mate. Still, how much of the month we got left? I've still got another 12, 13 days, mate.
Yeah.
Plenty of time.
Poor first serve, and he's love 15 here, Federer. This match is not over at all. Oh, what a serve. Is that a second serve? Is that from the school of Alex Zverev? A first serve, second serve? Or maybe it was a let for the first one. I don't know. That must have been a let because that was an incredible serve there from Federer. 15-all.
Tolontkans,
And it's another one. When you find your rhythm with the serves, they all seem to come off. And that's his second ace of the match now. Looking good. We've got Chris Smear in the building. How we doing, mate? Thanks for joining us. Who do you fancy for this one?
What was that he just said?
Oh, he struggled.
What was that he said when he just
Well done, Federer.
like, Mierda.
Did he?
That's what he said, yeah.
Well, that's a banned word then on GTL.
Oh, is it?
You know what it means, right?
I don't even know what it means.
It comes out your arse.
Apologies then for my lack of knowledge of Spanish. I should know better.
Anyway, some really good serving there from Federer. Gets himself out of the danger, and he holds his serve. 1-1 now. Shout out to Vance there. You're certainly going to be making the top tippers, I believe, because I think you already had some from the past. Yeah, we'll just top that up.
Some in. He's got some in already. Sorry, I've got it listed down here somewhere. Vance is already on 5. So, oh no, he doesn't. Makes
He's 1 cent.
$9.99. Oh, mate. Send in another 2 cents and you're on there.
He's saying if Fed loses this and loses early in Roland Garros, then would his return would it be considered a foul, or is win be the only measuring stick? Interesting. Yeah. What would you say? I think it would be. It would be a bit of a foul personally because he's bigged up this whole return to be on clay. A lot of people saying you're going to see him on the grass courts. Me personally, and I think you as well. We said on podcast. We're a bit surprised to see him play in these clay court events. Yeah, we don't ever see him doing great in Roland Garros or even some of the, well, obviously Rome and all of them were past. That's not really his thing. So it's a bit of a strange decision in my opinion. So yeah, I would consider it a foul. I think it's a poor judgment if he was to return and struggle. But saying that, even any tennis would be better than none, and that would surely help him for Wimbledon to be on court and playing again and just getting ready for matches.
Well, exactly. I think it's just match fitness is the main reason he's coming back. I don't think he wants to come back on clay, but just is what it is. Anything's better than nothing. If you're going to get to the level where you can challenge the top players again, you're going to have to stop playing players like Andujar and people like this. Otherwise, you never stand a chance.
Yeah, we got Chris Smear saying, "Hey mates, Fed difficult to predict after a long absence, but his stats when he comes back from a set down are great." Yeah, not surprised by that. Another good volley for Fed. And it's 15:30 now. Yeah, a little opportunity again. We've got Soren asking, can he donate 2 cents on his behalf? Yeah, it's an unfortunate one, Vance.
Vance. Feel bad. Feel bad we can't just boost you up there. But unfortunately, it'd be unfair to Josh as well. If we booted him off.
15-30. First serve. Terrible first serve. Wide by some way. Better second serve. Oh, Fed attacks it. He steps in. Huge forehand. And we're going to have 2 break points here.
Let's go, Fed.
40. A lot better from him. He stepped into that second serve. That's what I was saying a second ago. Andujar, his second serves are not good. He's just popping them over the net. You can see there, 159 kilometers an hour. It looked weaker to me. I'm surprised it's that amount.
Well, this is a chance.
Sabalenka putting him to shame right now with them second serves.
Sabalenka.
Big backhand there down the middle of the court from Federer. This is a good opportunity. Really good forehand though from Andujar. Steps inside the court. Federer just slices it back. It comes into the net. He's going to get a smash at this one. And it's a good smash. Goes back the same way. Federer was standing. Does him with the eyes. And 1 break point saved. Still 1 more though.
Interesting stuff, mate. Oh, don't worry, I'm nearly done on this end. Apologies, I'll join back into the match soon.
You've got Chris Smith saying Ben needs a beer. Looks like he's lost his energy. No, it's nothing that. Ben's trying to set up a stream for later on.
I'm trying to.
He's still with us. He's just doing his best to try and do about 3 things at once right now. So thanks for that, mate.
JG's taking us through it. Don't you worry, sunshine.
Oh, disappointing. Just long there for Federer. 2 break points saved, and it's just a gift again. Andujar did nothing.
That's disappointing.
It's unfortunate we don't have the unforced errors win count because I feel, well, I'm pretty confident Federer's made more unforced errors than winners, that's for sure.
Quite confident as well. Oh, Fed steps in. What? What?
What? He missed it.
I know. Luckily that he'd already called the umpire to stop because Fed missed what was an easy forehand.
Yeah, but no. If he was to make that forehand, I think it's his point.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I think they're feeling sorry for him, mate. I think that was very close to being in. Regardless, we'll never know. Advantage Andujar. Nice easy point for Federer. I missed it anyway, so you can't say anything about that point. We've got Francisco saying, guys, he's saying, the guy reached semi-final last time he played Roland Garros at 37. Let him play. Certainly, no, I'm not against it. I would just say, the question was, if he was to go out here and go out first round of Roland Garros, would his return be considered a flop? And my answer is yes.
Oh, good shot down the line there from Fed. Inside out forehand. It's always a good in that one. Love seeing it.
Nice. Locked him into the juice. He's not giving up on this breakpoint opportunity yet.
He shouldn't, mate.
Richard Hall saying Fed's the worst breakpoint player in history.
In history?
I think that's harsh. Come on. Who's keeping track of the worst breakpoint player?
The worst breakpoint player in history? Surely can't be him. There must be someone worse out there than Federer converting breakpoints.
He has bowled a lot of breaks. Bowled a few match points in his career as well.
How would he have so many Grand Slams? You can't do it from not breaking anybody's serve.
Yeah, you can't say that. It's not fair.
It's not factually correct, unfortunately.
Oh, there we go. It's going to be another one. Another break point here for Federer. Wayward backhand from Andujar. He had no direction on it. It's a loose one, and it's wide. Break point number 3 here.
Big this.
You've got Jared saying MC Quadro. In my opinion, grass is more challenging. Movement is much more difficult. All the young players haven't had much success at grass court events.
Very true.
But when it comes to Federer, you'd say grass is the easiest. He's got the most experience. And over the last decade, probably the most successful, up there with Djokovic.
Oh, definitely.
Big rally here.
Yeah.
Both players really injecting some pace on the forehands. Fed slices it up into the hitting zone of Andujar. Big one. Another slice. Oh, it's a good one. He's gone for the drop shot. Andujar into the net. Plays it down the line. Federer passes him.
Good.
He passes him. And that's a huge break there for Roger Federer. Well played, sir. think we know what time it is. It's Roger time.
Yeah, let's do it.
How do you actually keep doing it year after year? You make it so easy.
Definitely very talented player. Very talented player.
Federer, 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 Roger Federer.
Roger Federer.
Oh dear. Roger needs a better button. I'm sorry, Roger. I don't know.
Mate.
It'll grow on me.
And talking of Roger, did you see his commercial?
Yeah, I
Smith
did.
bringing up
Funny.
with Robert De Niro. What did you make of that?
I
What'd you
don't
give it
know.
out of 10?
His acting skills, maybe about a 5. Maybe I'd give him for Rog. Not his best, but it was quite funny though. It made me laugh.
Yeah.
That was the main
It
thing.
was all
I
about
think.
Switzerland, wasn't it? Just promoting Switzerland and how
Yeah.
beautiful of a country it is.
Oh, it is very nice.
Do people need to know that though? I feel like everyone knows Switzerland's quite a beautiful place to go. I'd love to go there. I've never been.
No, same. Looks amazing. Would love to go. That's where you go and get yourself a Swiss bank account, mate. That's where you go and live.
I feel like when people think of Switzerland, though, Federer's the first thing that comes to mind, even if you're not a tennis fan. Like, he, in theory, should be the Prime Minister of Switzerland or the King or whatever
Maybe
they
he
want to
will,
have him.
maybe
They
he
give him
will
his
be.
own title.
Maybe he will be. Eventually. Maybe
Imagine
what?
if he was to get into politics after tennis, and Djokovic was too as well. And then they would have Djokovic like the president of Serbia, Federer the president of Switzerland. And there was like meeting in like, different
Rafa's the
embassies.
King
and
of
stuff.
Spain. King of Spain.
That'd be quite funny. The weirdest thing is with the world, the way it goes, I can see it happening. Something crazy like that.
Mate, Donald Trump's been president. Anything's possible now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's an ace there. Brilliant ace. Goes for the volley. And a hole on the stretch. Too good. 30 love. Looking to consolidate the break here. We've got Chamara saying, great to see Federer striking beautifully. Oh, I'm glad you joined us now. Because after the first set, you would not have been saying that.
Yeah, he's playing a lot better now. Opening up, coming to the net. There you go. Good volleying as well. He's starting to open up. I like it. I really like it.
Yeah, really good volley. 40 love. I don't think that's what's going to help him play for a long time. I think with Federer, we've already seen it now. He's obviously not a young guy, and if you can volley well, you're going to have longevity in your game. Potentially, we could see him if he doesn't want to retire. He doesn't need to do it for money or anything or a point to prove.
No,
But maybe he might start playing more doubles.
that'd be nice. I'd like to see Roger on the doubles court. Maybe him and Rafa will just go into doubles together afterwards.
What about him and Andy Murray? That's what I was thinking.
Nah.
Andy Murray, Roger. No, that'd be a good doubles.
I want to see
pairing.
Jamie Murray and Andy Murray. They'll just be the ultimate.
They'll just
doubles
argue.
pair. Maybe Judy will be there on the sidelines, giving them a bit of jip.
You got Jordan saying you're disrespecting the maestro with that button. I don't think he's a fan of the Federer button.
Yeah, what? It's fine for Sinner to be dancing around like a fool, but unfortunately, Federer, it's not. Not like a fool, like a maestro.
Anyway, I think I missed it, but that was a consolidation there from Roger Federer.
Yeah, he did miss it.
Good serve there, and a half, 30 love. He wants to try and keep this just with the one break, double break. That would be it for sure. And an update on the other match, Karatsev-Sinner. As far as I know, it's still delayed. There's no update. It's not started.
I'm setting it up for an hour's time for now.
Yeah, that's all good, mate.
Sorry, just been absent. Andahar looking for a game to love here.
Yeah, some good serving.
Yeah, well,
Is it too little too late, though? There we go. Ace.
Maybe.
Really good serving. It's a game to love for Pablo Andahar.
wow. Why?
We've got Kyler saying, what's up? I'm late to the stream. Yeah, you're certainly very late. Federer now. Up a break in the third set. It's been a relatively quick match, you'd say. Not been too long, considered what we've been used to the last few weeks, but still been pretty good. Federer's slowly coming into it. He's been volleying great. We've seen some really good ground strokes, but we've also seen the other side of things, some poor unforced errors. So it's a bit of a mixed one, really, for Federer. If he's to win here, though, ultimately that is the most important thing. Let's get him into the hat for the next round. There's a lot of cool faces watching this one. We had Martin Fucsovics and Ruud taking photos of him earlier.
Yeah, what's going on?
Quite
over
cool
there?
to see. And
Oh, mate,
Chris
he's a celeb.
Mears is saying, yeah, it's a game to love button. Sorry, guys, we forgot that as well. But luckily, we got Chris here.
Uh,
And another thing I've not said much is big thank you to everyone who's joined us recently. We gained so many subscribers during Rome, and it's awesome to have so many new people on board with GTL. We've got 375 people watching the return of Roger Federer right now. Hopefully you're excited and happy with how he's playing. In theory, he should be able to win this match from here, but nothing's ever done until it's done. I just want to say big thanks to you. If you haven't already, please leave us a like on this video. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to go one step further, join us on the Discord. We've got tennis chat going on 24/7. We've got some really cool people on there talking tennis and about everything, really. Women's tennis, men's tennis, challenger tennis, everything, the whole lot. So go check it out if you haven't. And you can also watch the matches on there as well. Well, certain ones. But right now, Federer here, 3-2 up in the third set. His chance to serve, and that's a terrible forehand from Andujar.
helping him out a little bit there. Right, mate. It's all done now.
He's trying to even it up a little bit because Federer's given him so many of them ones, what are just long by some distance. And we've got some exciting news as well. We will be covering Karatsev Sinner later on. We've got rain there right now in Lyon, which is helping us out. But I'm really excited for that one. I think it's going to be an epic.
Yeah, I might have to have a quick look just to see what the weather report is in Lyon, so that we can know. It just says rain at the moment, which is not great. It's rain and sun potentially for the rest of the day. I think at 7 o'clock it should be getting a bit better potentially.
We've got Francisco saying, when are you two hosts playing a match against each other? We played before coronavirus, didn't we, Ben?
Yeah, played
He
once.
hates when I bring it up. It was only one set we played. Ben retired after the set, and that was it.
Retired.
He was defaulted for abusing his opponent. But he was up, what was it, 5-2 he was up in the first set?
Ran out of money in the lights. Went off.
I think he was 5-2 up and ended up losing the set 7-5. So it's a tough one to take.
Yeah, it was a little bit like I felt like Felix earlier on today. He was 5-2 down, and then he came back, and then he still lost, double faulted on match point. Nice one. Terrible.
40 love here, Federer. What a good way to get to 4-2.
Indeed. Oh, great forehand. And it's game
So
to love.
good. Another game to love. We're having a few of them now.
Flying through it.
Yeah,
4
come on,
games
Roger.
to 2.
4-2. 2 games away now from a place in the next round. And who can he be playing in the next one? Do you know that?
Who? Roger?
I don't know. I was asking you. Do you know?
He'll be playing the winner, I believe, of Stricker Fucsovics, I believe.
Oh, okay.
But I'll double check that just to be on the safe side. Yeah, he will. Winner of Stricker Fucsovics.
Which could be either of them, personally.
Yeah.
I think maybe Martin Fucsovics.
Imagine if it's Stricker. Imagine Stricker beats Federer. That'd be crazy.
Whoa, how amazing would that be for 2 Swiss players to be playing each other? Probably Stricker's the new breed, Federer's the old breed. And Stricker, the way he beat Marin Cilic today, I think he can run Federer close.
I think it'd be very sad for Federer if he was to lose to Stricker, though.
The one thing what I would say is it could have that whole dynamic of 2 countrymen playing each other, a little bit in awe of Federer.
Like
and
Alcaraz
that could affect him.
versus
A bit like Alcaraz versus
Nadal.
Similar to, I don't know, who else is like Rublev and Medvedev, but they're the same age more or less.
Wow, Andujar hung in that rally there for the whole time, and Federer, the nods, they're saying, well done. That was an incredible defensive display there from Pablo Andujar, and then he, as soon as he had the opportunity, he attacked, and then he won the point. Really good.
Listen to this for a stat. Federer won his first clay title 19 years ago in Hamburg.
Wow.
Thanks for that, Richard. Just putting everything into perspective.
19 years.
Almost 2 decades
before
ago.
Stricker was born. Which is pretty crazy, isn't it?
Incredible.
He was out on the tour, already winning, and Stricker was yet to be born.
20 years almost. That's unbelievable.
I know.
Really is. We've got Vance saying Fuchsovic will be really difficult for Fed.
Yeah, very difficult. Saw him. He took a set off him in the was it Australian the year
Yeah,
before?
that was one of the last times we saw him. I think Federer beat him 3-1 on that case.
Yeah.
But it was in Australia on the hard courts. Federer a lot better there in the past. I think that's when he went out to Djokovic, isn't it? Like, very comfortably, free love.
Too easily, really. Bit of a poor slice there from Andujar approaching the net. Just got it all wrong. It went wide of the mark. It's 30-all. Roger Federer now. It's an opportunity. He could be serving for the match in as many as, 2 serves time.
Yep. Certainly possible. And Handprints giving you some heat, mate, saying Ben thought it was the business end against JG, but who knew what was in store? If we was doing the buttons for that one, it would have been business end when you was 5-2 up. I thought we would have probably been saying, "Oh, Ben's got this wrapped up."
Well, remember we were joking about it before the match, weren't we? Because I hadn't played for a while, and then we were getting some odds on who you were like a heavy favourite or something. What was the odds on the match? Like I was like,
now.
I think I was about a 3.5 or something ridiculous like that. I don't know.
It wasn't that crazy. Like we still gave you a chance because I'm no world beater.
I know, but you've been playing regularly, and I don't know. I surprised you with my variety, but then you started playing a lot better, and then wiped me off the court. It was annoying.
Anyway, another ace there for Andujar. That's 6 for the match, and he holds his serve. 4-3 now. Federer 2 service games away, unless he can get a break. But ultimately, he needs to keep holding his serve. We've got Chris Mir asking, any ideas when Federer will retire? It's just a sad question. It is a really sad question. We've been asked so many times on the podcast. We always struggle to work out a way to answer it. But I think we both kind of said what we want to see is a big send-off from Wimbledon, really. Yeah. Hopefully we get maybe another year or 2 years. I don't know. It's hard to say, isn't it?
You never know, do you? You just you can't write these.
You can't put a date on a play. You'll be able to tell when he's going to retire, though. I feel like on his last match, it could be a bit of a rough one, and then you'll be like people called in. This could be the end of him. Unless he just
that talk though.
It is bad. You've seen a lot of players who will retire, just like you see it in football as well. Their last matches, you think, why are they retiring? They're still so good, but they want to leave with that that image, if you know what I mean. So that is the last memory of the player.
When you, exactly. I mean, it is sad when you start talking about. I think they should be the ones to decide when you start talking about it. You can't.
We've got Vance saying 3 years. I actually think it's less than that. I think 2 years is going to be a push, personally.
Well, apparently, I'm just looking here on Amazon, and it's got a picture of the court in France. It says it's suspended until they're going to check the court at 6. So
5 p.m.
It might
in half an hour's time.
Yeah. So probably 5. They're going to go out there and check it. It doesn't look very good.
Oh, big backhand. Big backhand, Federer. 15 love. I think it'll be all right, mate. We'll be able to cover that one, no doubt.
Yeah, indeed.
If the rain stops, of course. Seems to be raining all over Europe at the moment.
Yeah, mate. I might have to chip out of this one in a little bit just so that I can get some stuff done before it, if that's all right.
Yeah, that sounds good, mate. I can wrap this one up.
Yeah, I don't think there's much time left on this one anyway. Well, fingers crossed.
Famous last words.
No,
40 minutes later, it's 12-12 on the tie break.
I know, mate. It could be. They've been lucky with the weather there, though. That's for sure. It's been really,
you
really.
Can't leave with all this sad Federer retiring talk. It's just so sad to see, but it's inevitable. I feel like it's closer than some people think, maybe. But right now, the most important thing is getting the business done. He's 30-15 up here, 4-3 up in the third set.
Come on, guys, let's get this video up. Well, 100 likes. We're 8 away from 100 likes on this video. Oh. 8 more.
Yeah, come on, guys. Like the video if you haven't already. It really helps us with the algorithms
winner.
on YouTube.
From Andahar. Oh, God. What have
The
I done?
resurgence. The Andahar resurgence. 30 all. Is he
I
going
think
to
I'm gonna-
break back here? Probably got some Djokovic fans in the chat
Ah,
who despise Federer, sort of willing his failure.
I think I'm going to get out of here before my jinx takes hold of this match, mate.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Well, I'll stay to the end of this game. Hopefully Federer can hold and then you can just see it out.
Oh, he's doing well to keep in it.
Yeah.
Forehand there to the backhand of Andahar. And then he terrible shot into the bottom of the net. And here we find it, the Ben Jinx. It is break point Andahar. Can he force this to 4-all and the business end?
I can't believe it.
We've got Kyla saying the commentator's curse. Ben will defeat Federer now. He's only gone and done it, hasn't he? Have you done this, Ben? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought that was an ace, but it is just wide. Second serve on break point.
Got a bad feeling here as well.
He's got 64% win percentage on these points.
He's going for it, and he does. He's broken him.
Just like that. Andahar is back, and he breaks.
Can't
We
believe
got
it.
Ben saying Ben leads Fed on the head-to-head now. He's in Fed's head. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Everyone's going, Ben. Damn it, Ben. What are you doing?
Why
He's killing him.
Why did I even speak? I should have stuck to making thumbnails.
And that
It
is
was
the
going
business
better
end
then.
now of this
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, come on, guys. Give it up. Let's try and help Fed over the line in this match now. It's sort of his bad shots have come back. Good forehand there, though, and it's into the net.
Come on. And the crowd are clapping a little bit. They're trying to get behind Federer because his levels just dropped off a cliff, I must admit. The ones he were missing weren't anywhere near.
Well, that was at least a good forehand. It's a little bit of reassurance. All he has to do is break. It's not a break from Andahar unless he consolidates. Don't forget, it's GTL.
Yeah, will he delay the inevitable? We've got 12 travel to on saying Fed will come back. Let us know. What do you think is going to happen here? Could this go all the way to a tie break, or is Fed going to break straight back? He's love 15 now. Andahar with a drop shot, and it's too good. Really good. I'm surprised we've not seen more Andahar drop shots, trying to move Federer around more.
Yeah,
His movement's not been great. That's what my advice would be to Andahar.
Get those
Drop
rusty
variety.
legs around.
Yep.
15 all, mate. Oh,
We got Richard saying, throw Ben in the river.
now I'll throw
We've got
myself in the
Vance-
river.
We got Vance saying Ben's the most improved player of the season.
Oh,
he's
it's a
done
great serve there.
At least
from
you can
Andahar.
say if you retire now, you've got a favourable head-to-head against Federer.
Well, probably, yeah.
We've got Garat
Probably.
saying it will be tie-break.
Don't.
We've got
Mate,
El Wing Dingo saying Novak Benovic.
Well, mate, I think I'm gonna have to leave.
That's
you
all
to
good,
it.
mate.
I'll leave you to it, but I'm gonna still be here and I'll be listening, mate. I'll be there in spirit, but I will keep the match on. I've just
Yeah,
got
no
to get a
worries.
few bits done. I'll see you guys on hopefully Karatsev Sinner in a bit.
Yeah, see you. Thanks
See
for that,
you,
mate.
See you in a little bit.
Poor forehand there from Federer. 40-15 now. Andahar looking to consolidate the break. And it would be pretty big as well, because that would be he would get to the magic number 5 first. What's he going to do here? We've got people saying, laters, Ben, you are a cruel, cruel man. And now he's gone. Can we get some Federer luck? I really hope so. Second serve, Andahar. It's a good second serve. Fed slicing it, but Andahar steps in. Easy put away on the forehand side, and he does. He consolidates the break and leads 5-4 in this decisive set. Yeah, and just like that, Federer finds himself now behind in a third set where everything just looked done. We had people talking about breadsticks at the start. We had them people saying 6-2. When it wasn't 6-2, people were then saying 6-3. Now, Andujar 5-4 up. Federer was 4-2 up in this match. He's kind of thrown it away a little bit because what's Andujar done? That's that special. It's not been that great. I think the level of tennis has dropped massively from Federer. And I'm unsure why. We've got Jared saying Federer's trying to make matches as long as possible to get match tough. Well, let's hope he doesn't get broken here, because then it wouldn't be a great technique, would it? And as Vance says, man, this is worrying. This return is looking like a flop. I wouldn't say that yet, because Federer has still shown in spells that he can serve well. We've seen 3 aces from him, no double faults, and his first serve percentage has increased a lot from the first set. It's now at 60%, whereas it was about, I think it was 39%. Which means it would have probably in this second set served about 70, maybe, I think mid 70%. Bit of quick maths there. So that's not the worst in the world for Federer. If he can keep doing that, he's got a good chance here, personally, to hold his serve. You've got more people there behind the gate. Seems like there's crowds of people there just trying to get a glimpse of Federer on court. The way the courts are in Geneva, you've got like some like metal fences, and they're all trying to peer in just to get a little look at Federer. But could we be seeing a flop, or could this just be the start of a big turnaround for Federer again? He comes into the net, big volley. It's not a put away. Andujar gets a racket to it, but it's still too good. 15 love. More of them from him. We've got Austin here. He's one of the ones who had the breadstick. Wasn't to be. We've got Richard saying this is like the Bassasvili match. Come on, not yet. Good serve there. Fed does a big one. No angle on it, though. Straight down the middle. Gives Andujar a free forehand at it, and it's 15-all. Another gift. He just propped one up for him. And you do that against some of the better players, this match would have been over a long time ago. No disrespect to Andujar. He's not a world beater. If Fed plays this poor tennis against anyone else in Roland Garros, he's out. Let's be honest. I think we need to see more serve and volleying from him, or more net play, because his volleying's the one thing which has been really impressive. Second serve. Fed steps in onto the backhand of Andujar, and a big backhand down the line, and Fed misses the forehand. It's 15-30 now. Andujar 2 points away. What's going on? This is sad. This is scary. He's taking his time now with his serve. First serve misses. It's going to be a second serve. I don't want to see match points. Oh, it's a big second serve. Fed into the open court and he misses it. He had the whole of the open court to play into and he hits the net. 2 match points for Pablo Andujar. If you want to will Roger Federer on to save these break points, please leave us a like on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. But this is sad. I can't believe what's happening right now. First serve misses. Second serve. What is going on? How is this happening? Andujar steps in a little bit. The second serve's in. Andujar returns it. Fed down the line. It's a winner. It's a big winner. The crowd are clapping that one. 1 match point saved. Huge. This is absolutely mental. He's still going to have to do another match point here. He's going to need a big serve. You'd have to think a first serve is needed here. He finds a first serve. It's a good one. Andujar gets it back. It goes into the open court. And Federer does it. He saves another match point. Look at this drama. There is some drama here. This is big. 2 match points saved from Federer. And in a way, this match has come to life a little bit. We've got Paul Townsend here saying Federer better at serving pints these days. Going into the rally. Big forehand. He's missed it. What are you doing? He's missed an easy forehand break point, or match point, should I say. Pablo Andujar. It's the 3rd one now. Gosh, some big drama here at the end of this match here in Geneva. Match point number 3. It's a big serve into the net. It's going to be a second serve on a match point. Fed playing with fire here. And he misses it. He misses it. Roger Federer knocked out in his first match of the big return. How damning is this going to be for Federer's hopes of Roland Garros? He smiles at the net. Doesn't look too disillusioned. Andujar, though, huge win. Obviously, his first ever win against Roger Federer. He's no spring chicken himself. I think he's about 35 years old. So, big shock here. Massive shock in Geneva. Federer is out. He was leading 4-2. He saved some match points. But honestly, you've got to I don't know how to really summarize this. Ben has absolutely killed Roger Federer's chances here. We've got 12 Travel 21 saying, I was hoping for Fed Ruden semi-final. There's so many matches I was hoping for. I feel like in Geneva as well, his first time there, he's got some support. There's people trying to see a glimpse of him through the fence. I was expecting so much better. He's got his head down. He doesn't look great. His fitness, Jared's asking about, I don't know. It didn't look terrible. He wasn't blowing. Do you know when players look really sweaty and they're on their hunches all the time? It wasn't like that. He was getting up off the seat quick on the changeover. Ultimately, it come down to the fact his forehands were not good enough. He was making unforced errors on the backhand side as well. His movement around the court wasn't good enough. He wasn't getting to any of the drop shots. And his first serve was not being found enough. You can see there, 59% for the match. 48 out of 81 first serves. It's not really good enough. The level's just not high. I think you can say a little bit of credit to Andujar for sticking in there. And you could have definitely got a bit overawed by the occasion, especially playing Federer in his hometown. And he played some good shots, but I don't think you can say too much on Andujar's game. I see him probably going out in the next round, to be fair. Either Stricker or Fuchsovic, who awaits him, probably now beats Andujar quite comfortably. Hate to say it. You've got Vance saying if the forehand's letting him down, then he won't win anything. That's his natural weapon. Of course, we know Federer for his forehand, how solid it's been over the years. There was just unforced errors. Like the mistakes he were making, for people who didn't get to watch it, the balls were going into the bottom of the net. He seemed to be not making very good contact with the ball, dragging them wide. And ultimately, it's really sad. It is so sad because this was the big return. This was the return we was all talking about on the podcast. Everyone in GTL as well, on the Discord, everyone's excited to see Federer come back. It's been a while. What happens now for him? Let's find out. Personally, I think he should take a wild card in Belgrade number 2. Hope you don't draw Djokovic in the first round and see what happens. Because if he goes into now Roland Garros off the back of that performance, well, for a start, the bookmakers won't be giving him such favourable odds. And if I'm being honest, in a Grand Slam, there's going to be a field full of talent. He's probably going to go out again, if I'm honest. I don't see him beating anyone. He's not going to play in Belgrade probably either. So it's a tough one for him. And I think probably the only real winners here are the ones who don't like Federer. Because most tennis fans are a big fan of him. And they wanted to see him do well here today. But it wasn't to be. But I just want to say big thanks to everyone who joined us. We've got still 270 people watching us live. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. We're going to be bringing you another live watch along today. There's been some delay in France. We've got Karatsev Sinner was supposed to kick off half an hour ago, but because of the rain delay, it's been interrupted. So we will be bringing you that one when it happens. Hopefully it is today and they don't move it to tomorrow. That'll be a nightmare, but that's going to be an epic. So hopefully you can join us. It's a pretty even one. They've played before, went to 3 sets. Karatsev come through. This one's going to be tough. They're just checking the courts at 5:30. So let's see what happens with it. But I'm going to wrap this one up. Get ready for the next one. Leave us a like if you haven't. Hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you very soon, guys. Federer's return wasn't what we expected, but it is what it is. And well done to Andujar for getting the job done. Hopefully we see Fed in better form for Roland Garros.